Every time the soldiers blew their whistles, the dogs in the village would come running with their tails wagging. However, what greeted them was not food, but bullets. In just one day, an entire truckload of cats and dogs were killed. Their bodies had to be buried 10 meters underground and sealed with thick cement. The new recruit, who had never served before, couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger, causing his bullet to miss. The puppy fell to the ground, whimpering in pain. Fortunately, the veteran stepped in and fired another shot.
Don't let them suffer.
From then on, the new recruit hardened his heart and no longer hesitated to act. But when he saw the scene before him, he couldn't help but feel overwhelmed. He handed over a litter of newborn puppies to the veteran to handle and retreated outside. Not only the animals, but the people here couldn't be spared either. The soldiers warned the old woman to leave immediately, but she replied that she was 82 years old and had lived here all her life. No one could force her to leave, but she truly did not understand the severity of the situation. Due to the effects of nuclear radiation, all life within a radius of nearly 100 kilometers would be tortured to death by radiation, undergo mutations, or even suffer genetic mutations. All animals must be culled, all plants must be cut down, and even the soil must be stripped to 3 layers and buried deep underground. As these materials had absorbed a large amount of radiation, helicopters and water trucks were deployed to spray boric acid solution for decontamination. Although the outer perimeter was fully protected, the scattered graphite particles continued to spread nuclear material if left untreated. They brought in a lunar rover, remotely controlling it to push the graphite downstairs. However, under the intense radiation, the vehicle turned into a heap of scrap metal in just a few minutes. They had no choice but to bring in the latest model robot from Germany, dropping it directly onto the roof to replace the lunar rover for cleanup. However, after moving forward just a few meters, the monitoring screen lost signal. Shabina suspected the Germans had deceived them, but upon receiving a response, he was furious. It turned out that higher-ups had concealed the truth, claiming the radiation level was 2,000 Roentgens when it was actually 15,000 Roentgens.